Hello and welcome to my today's video, in which I'm going to speak to you about one of my favorite people in K-pop. Okay, I say it about every person that I speak about, but I only speak about my favorite people in K-pop. And this time it's Jungwon from Enhypen. And with Jungwon from Enhypen, something is going on lately, and it basically happened in front of me, in front of my sight, when some gravitational anomaly occurred around Yeon Chunwon that now every time there is something going on with Enhypen, whenever I watch anything from Enhypen, the only person that I see is Chunwon. It's like he's there all the time right in my face. And I noticed that other people noticed this too, that something has changed in the energy and in the presence of Chunwon. And since I'm very fascinated with the idea of personal power and with all of these things that happen to people when they become stronger, more impactful, more present, and so on, I decided to look into it a little bit closer. More than that, I've been looking at Chunwon for quite some time. It's like my attention just grabs someone and it starts to notice this person everywhere because I believe because there is probably something that I need to learn from them, or maybe need to notice from them. And even this whole blog actually started with the question, why is Min Yoongi so powerful? And the first video of it is about Min Yoongi. And I've been looking at Chunwon for quite some time, and I know that a lot of people are comparing this change that has happened to him with what has happened to Jungkook in 2019, I guess. But at that time I wasn't around, I didn't see what was happening, so I don't know how fair this comparison is. But anyways, I wanted to speak about Chunwon in this video because I believe that Chunwon is a very special person. Well, every idol that has achieved something is a special person. But Chunwon is, out of all of them, probably one of the most disciplined. And for me personally, discipline is a very difficult topic because discipline in my life always, like very often, came through as a restriction. And Chunwon, for me, is an example of discipline which is not a restriction discipline, but rather the purity discipline. The discipline to put your effort into something that is meaningful for you. Putting all of your effort into something that is useful for you. Putting all of your effort into something that is important for you. And I remember I saw a video. It was, I think it was Pit Stop dedicated to the 5th anniversary of Enhypen. And the team and Chunwon were asked about what is Chunwon's bad habit. And I remember it so vividly, like everybody, all the team was like, he doesn't have bad habits. And Chunwon was like, I don't have bad habits. And I was thinking about how can a person not have bad habits? And that's through it. Because bad habit is an unconscious behavior which is empowered by some energy that is inside of the psychic of the person, which is like unknown, that is that the person cannot master, cannot rule, cannot lead into the right place. And Chunwon doesn't have such things. And this is, for me, this is like the brightest, most significant particularity of Chunwon. And I think it might be the base for this, I don't know if I can call it glow up, for this power up that is happening to Chunwon right now. Because whenever I look at how Enhypen perform, it may be like the last performance of the concert or something like this. Chunwon never looks like he is given 99%. Chunwon is always given 100%. Like in every second of every performance, Chunwon is given his 100%. And I feel like this is the style of the leadership that he is entertaining. It's like you can't, like, you can see a leader dancing and performing in front of you, giving his 100%. How can you give less? And this is how Enhypen looked to me. Like, there is Jungwon, who is leading the energy, leading the effort of the team, and there is everybody else who is trying to hold on to it, who is trying to, not be less than that. And I feel like it's this different things that stack up on each other, and they become a pile of strength, a pile of power, which in the end makes the whole difference at some point, like a breakthrough. Like, there is this personal discipline of Jungwon, on top of which there is his effort. Then his effort is seen to the team, and the team starts to try to hold on to it, try to respond to it. When the response, like the feedback of the team, strengthens the confidence of Jungwon, which again reinforces this effort, and this way it kind of stocks together to make the difference for the whole team, because I think everybody would agree that Enhypen are now in a very good position on peak of their performance. And it is also good for Jungwon personally, because to a very big extent it's his personal qualities which are making this difference for the whole team. It's interesting because I saw once that someone said that, like, they were talking about, I will not be able to find this video, but they were talking, and I think Jay said that Jungwon always acts like he is older than he actually is. And Jungwon mentioned that he is from the strict family, and also he has this past in Taekwondo, which is also, like, usually martial arts, they add to this strictness and discipline of a person. But I also feel like this is the example of, strict household done right. Because very often when the person comes from a strict household, they are kind of, oppressed, suppressed, they have a lot of resentment, for example, they are burned out and something like this. A lot of people face that. When the strict household is not just strict, but it can be cruel, it can be mean, it can be unkind, and so on and so on. But in this particular situation, in the situation with Jungwon, I cannot see the signs of it, because Jungwon is still very easy to express everything. Jungwon is very vivid and bright. Jungwon is really badass. He has this, annoying badass energy, which I love about him so much. So he doesn't look oppressed. And in this situation, I feel like it's like the strict household, it's like the discipline done right. At least for now. I must say on a side note that most probably, as a lot of young men, especially of this kind of personality, of this kind of particularity, Jungwon might be not very good with feelings, including his own feelings, and it might show in the future. So he's very young right now. He's like 22 or something like this, closer to 30, closer to like 28, 29. He will probably need to face this, his emotions and other people's emotions, and learn how to deal with them. Especially because he has Saturn in Cancer, so it's gonna be a challenge for him in the future, most probably. But it's not for now. And for now, I really, I mentioned that I'm really, when I see somebody powerful, for me, it's not just something that I can admire, something that I can adore, something that I can look at. It's something that I immediately get interested in and try to, not to resolve, but to find the source of it. Because I believe that we all have a lot to learn from each other and from our idols as well. And in the case of Jungwon, I feel like his biggest strength is this cleanness, an ability to be very whole in his personality and energy, and an ability to direct all of his energy and all of his effort in a very efficient and right way for him, still staying very alive and vivid and flexible without being, rigid and restricted, and without restricting, probably with restricting others, but in a way that works. A strict household and right, as I have already said. So this is the main reason why I wanted to make this video, apart from the fact that I will never get tired of speaking about Jungwon. I have Jungwon on my screensaver, by the way, right now, because I feel like that's something that I'm learning from him. Also, by the way, I didn't know whether I should mention it or not, but there is a particularity about Jungwon, that he has very big, like very solid control over his body. And I think it's another, like a physical, more concrete reflection of his ability to rule his energy as well. So it's like the more whole, the more integrated the person is, the bigger control they have over their energy as well as their body. So this is another like another reflection of what I was talking about, of his ability to rule himself. And that's really inspiring, frankly speaking. For me, Jungwon, for me as I am, as with my issues and my, themes of life, Jungwon is really like an ideal, not like an ideal of another person, but like an ideal of me. I really wish I was able to command my energy and my intention the way Jungwon does. And I really hope I will learn to. I want to be Jungwon when I grow up. Even though I'm like 8 years older than him. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was useful for you, and I hope it kind of inspired you to find your own, or at least to try to find your own discipline and integrity. Because for me, it was like that. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.